Well, we're joined now by Taoiseach Micheál Martin, who's in studio with us tonight. Taoiseach, thank you for joining us on the 9 o'clock news. A significant package of measures announced by you earlier, but it comes after 6 days of chaos. Why did it take so long for the government to act?
It didn't take so long. I mean, we acted 3 weeks ago with a 250 million package, which was the highest in Europe up to today and up to this week. And after that package, we'd announced we're keeping everything under review. And we had entered into discussions with the national representative bodies, the Irish Road Haulage Association, the coach operators, contractors, IFA, ICMSA and others. And those talks had begun prior to these protests. And I think it's a good package for the whole haulage, coach, transport area. It's a good package for farmers and particularly contractors, because it was difficult to get a scheme to meet the needs of contractors in particular. And then we have for the general public, a further 10-cent reduction in terms of diesel, in terms of petrol, adding to the 22 cents that we had brought about in 3 weeks ago. So it's 750 million in total now over the last number of weeks, the highest per capita in the European Union. It's a significant package to try and alleviate pressures that are on people, undoubtedly on families, but also the key sectors of food production and haulage and supply chain, because we're an exporting country. We need a good haulage industry that can do it affordably and viably to get goods to supermarket shelves and to get goods to ports to get them exported.
But the country did come to a standstill for a number of days. Did the government underestimate the depth of public feeling on this issue?
Well, I think we need to differentiate between genuine pressure that people are feeling and annoyance with what has happened, which was beyond the government's control. I mean, the war in the Middle East has exacerbated fuel prices, has increased it. We have to differentiate between that and the actions, and even some that are on the programme, they're saying we're going to continue on. Continue on doing what? Blockading ports, blockading the oil refinery. We were within a day or two of losing refining capacity in this country at a time when there's a global shortage of oil supply. It's illogical. It was incomprehensible that this was happening. That's not the fault of the government. I put it squarely at the fault of those who are blockading the closure of the oil refinery and the entry and exit of any tankers and so on. That would actually, if they succeeded in blockading the oil refinery any longer, we'd have had a scarcity of supply and increased fuel prices. Beggars belief, and Sinn Féin party and others supported that blockade of the oil refinery and supported the blockade of ports, which means we're an exporting nation. Many companies were coming to us saying they'd have to shut down temporarily because they couldn't get product out of the country. That's not acceptable in any democracy, and it makes no economic sense, and it would have resulted in loss of jobs and resulted in increased prices in fuel. And I don't think that's satisfactory in any shape or form.
We got the news on Thursday morning that the Defence Forces were being brought in to deal with the situation. Do you think that inflamed the situation further? Absolutely.
No, I mean, the reason why was to when we heard that the blockade was beginning on the oil refinery, given that we had a meeting 2 days earlier on oil supply in the event of things getting worse in the Middle East, we knew how important that oil refinery is to it because it produces finished product in terms of for the market. That's critical national infrastructure. We had to deploy on Garda Síochána, and who required the aid of our army if required. And I think it was used in a sparing, firm and fair manner to free up what is vital national infrastructure, not for the government's interests, but for the interests of the people of the country. We cannot. I mean, I was appalled at the prospect, and I was told by the company leadership that they would be transporting oil out of the country. The same with the ship in Galway. And international markets are hungry for oil. It's simply incomprehensible and made no sense that we would be turning oil away from our country at a time when there's an unprecedented crisis in oil supply globally.
Do you think these measures then will go far enough?
Well, I think they've indicated the work of the representative bodies, and they know how to navigate, negotiate robustly with government, and they're experienced and they know what they're about. And we accept that in terms of the transport sector and in terms of food production, which is vital, the next couple of months for food production is absolutely vital for farmers and contractors and others. And as I say, for hauliers, these are essential industries for all of us in the economy, because they keep things flowing and supply chain and so on like that. And then the general measures will help to alleviate pressures. But no government will ever be in a position to compensate everybody comprehensively in the face of an unprecedented crisis brought about by a war in the Middle East, on top of a war that we have in the Ukraine, which has caused logistical issues around oil and energy, as we know. And I understand that people have had a lot of shocks in the last number of years. A lot of pressure has gone on people because of events globally and so on. I understand that. And that's why we're satisfied to take the measures we've taken today to try and reduce pressures on families.
Opposition parties are now rowing in behind Sinn Féin, which is planning a motion of no confidence in your government. Are you worried?
No. And I would say to Sinn Féin, do you really think boycotting and supporting the boycott of the one refinery we have on the island, which would have had the effect of increasing oil prices and would have led to a scarcity of supply in this island, does that render you suitable for office? I would suggest no, it doesn't. And so we'll take this vote of confidence. We'll table a motion of confidence in the government head on.
Taoiseach Micheál Martin, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much indeed. Thanks.